going to put a big flag up there in a moment because the Eagle has landed on the premiers in 2018.
The biggest thing I had as a coach was not a lot of expectations. So there's a lot going on with the club, with the facility getting built, the logo, the new stadium, and then transitioning some of the players, older players, out of the list. There was a sense that we might have to drop back a few gears to reload as a team. Members of our board were saying, listen, you know, we'd love you to make finals, but you know, it's not the be-all and end-all if you're going to get some games into some kids, and let's just see how we go in a couple of years. I suppose subconsciously you think, oh, okay, well, I've got a bit of breathing room, because the club is very, the expectations are always very high. I think we've played finals over 70% of the time we've been in the competition. So from a personal point of view and a coaching point of view, you think, okay, well, winning's still a priority, but we can actually blood some young talent.
Jakey, how do you, mate? Dennis, been flying. 3 debutants to the club this year.
Ended up debuting 8 kids throughout the season, which I don't think we've done, definitely not in my time.
Who wins the wooden spoon?
I reckon West Coast. You know, they've lost a lot of experienced players, and they'll take a couple of years to get themselves up and going again. So I think it'll be a lean season for the Eagles.
That would be a huge fall.
I think disappointing all year. They did what they had to do and found a way to win against Port Adelaide. They were shot. They looked shot. They looked slow. You know, that was the leg speed issue there. And Gaff and Sheed aren't quick. Their quickest player is Lewis Jetta, and God knows what you're going to get from him.
They played 2 finals, but they are so far off, it's not funny. So they need some hard calls to make. You know, even like, would you throw up a Jack Darling for a trade?
The list, it looked like it was going to go through a phase of rebuild in terms of the outside perception, but inside I still thought we had a fair bit of talent. Probably the biggest thing that contributed to perception was the way we played in 17. You know, we struggled to get consistency. We were up one week, down the next. Finished the year off with a really good final series, or one finals game. Really, we played Port Adelaide in Port Adelaide.
To send the West Coast Eagles on in season 2017, he's kicked a goal. The Eagles have won.
The build up to that game, we got Justin Langer to come and talk to us, and he spoke about mateship and spirit a lot. And it was sort of like the last piece of the puzzle from a development point of view, from a leadership development. So we carried that through all pre-season, and then I remember talking about it out in the Oval. We had a first training session at Optus Stadium, and I mentioned that message that JL gave us, and that carried right through to the start of the season. So love of the game was a big part of what we did too, that we made sure the boys enjoyed what they did.
Welcome to the next generation of football in Western Australia. What an exciting time. Every fan is up out of their seats, standing here for the start of this first ever AFL game. What a fantastic sight it is.
Sets it up towards Waterman, knocking it down. Mark LeClerc, trademark roving for the West Coast Eagles veteran.
Waterman off hands. Tied off the deck by Duggan. They get the goal they were after. Darling bounding on the sanctuary. Darling did well, used his body infection, runs to 40 to translate the momentum.
581 days since he last played in the AFL.
Opens up the angle. Look out. Final game of round 1, and we may have saved the best till last.
The biggest thing we saw from a team point of view was spirit. Celebrations after goals. When you see a young player kick a goal and everyone run around him, it's fantastic. So that's probably the biggest thing I can remember, is the spirit with which we played it. We didn't win. We had a swing though. I think we got back in front, or drew level at around the third quarter. Lecker kicked the goal right on the siren and put us pretty much square peg. And
he's got 2 to his name. A pressure kick, an important kick, right on the siren at 3/4 time, and the Eagles have all the momentum heading into the final quarter. It up though to Franklin. It finds its way through now to Jones from 45 to land an important blow to start the final quarter.
Yeah, we had some flaws with the way we played with system. I think from what we've been coaching throughout pre-season, we got exposed. I think Buddy kicked 8, so we, as a team, we got flattened out a lot. So they got a lot of isolated contests in the front half. So a bit of coach talk, but that made our backs very vulnerable. So we worked off that for the next few weeks. I think we won 10 in a row after that, so we definitely clicked. But yeah, disappointing we didn't win that one, but it probably helped set us up for the rest of the season.